Hello, welcome to the Armenian Museum. I'm Curator Gary Lind-Sinanian, and I'm here today to talk about a collection of objects in our collection. These are Urartian artifacts. This is part of a larger exhibit which was designed by Dr. Lisa Demekian, from Yerevan, who has basically done a lot of research on these various objects. This is not my field, specifics. These are objects that date back basically 800 BC. The area that we now call Armenia was historic. Before it was known as Armenia, it was known as Urartu. And we know the word from the Bible. The Noah's Ark landed in the mountains of Urartu. When they write the word in Hebrew, of course, they just write the consonants, RRT, Urartu. And so the Greeks trying to read it, well, how do you pronounce it? So the rule for Greek is you add an A. So it becomes A-R-A-R-A-T, Ararat. So Ararat is actually a Greek mispronunciation or repronunciation of the word Urartu. And so this ancient kingdom, which was very important historically, was forgotten for centuries. The only reference to it was in the Bible, of all places. And then now we realize there was a large, powerful empire at one time there. And these all date back to that time period. These are some pottery shards from the collection. We don't have many complete examples of pottery from Urartu. There's lots of shards that survive, but not too many complete pots. We do a few, but these are examples of pottery shards here. These ones are actually older than Urartian. These probably go back to about 3000 to 2500 BC. So they're pretty old. But we have a number of archaeological pieces in the collection. And these are examples from Urartu. This piece here, the triangle here, is actually a belt buckle. The belts were made out of metal, such as this one here. So when you close a belt around you, how do you buckle it? And so you use this tripod here to stick on either side of the metal to hold it there so it won't fall off you. So this is actually a very early belt buckle. And this is part of the bit you would use for horse. And this is part of a tripod. You have 3 legs with the cauldron in the middle. We only have 1 leg, though, but we're lucky to have that leg. And this is the leg of the cauldron right here. Most of the Urartian culture is associated with military. Apparently, they were a small population, but they were very skilled fighters, warriors, and so they were able to dominate a large area because of their skills, sort of the Middle Eastern samurai of the time period. And so most of the objects that are found of Urartu are found around military, ancient fortresses or military sites. And these are examples of belts that were used. The Urartians used belts in their warfare, in the sense that the Urartians lived mostly in towers to dominate the area around them. They fought with archery, so they used 2 hands for archery, so you can't use a shield. So how do you protect yourself? So they protect themselves by putting these magical symbols on the belts, hopefully to keep away harm. And so these large metal belts were used in order to protect the warrior. I don't know if the warrior survived, but the belt did, and we're lucky to have these belts in our collection. And this is almost a complete belt here, and these are fragments of belts here. When they weren't wearing metal belts or weren't dressed up for war, the garments they wore were basically kind of a toga, wrapped around garment that draped on you. It was not fitted trousers or shirts the way we do today. So basically, you drape this garment, and you've got to hold it on there. How do you hold it so it doesn't fall off you? And these pins we used, these are examples of a number of different styles of pins used by Urartians. And so you pin the garment so it will drape on you properly, and you look very nice by doing that. But you had to have those pins in order to do that. And so these are examples from our collection. And these are bracelets. The larger one here is for men, of course, and the smaller ones are for ladies. And the design of the belt, of the bracelet, is 2 animal heads in opposition to each other, as you see here, which is a very ancient symbol, as far as being used around the world. And so these are, again, examples of jewelry from that time period, too. For a small museum, we have a rather extensive collection. We're very lucky to have these pieces given to us by several sources. And so these are the ones that were selected for this particular exhibit by Dr. Demekian. The Armenian Museum is here to share our stories, our objects, our history, our culture with you. We're happy to do this. We're open Friday, Saturday, Sunday, 12 to 6. Next time you're in Boston, I hope you join us. We'll be happy to share our collection with you. The museum, since 50th anniversary this year, there's no better time to join if you're not a member now. You can find all the details of how to do so on our website. And we hope you will join us again. Until next time, stay safe.